In the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verses 20 and 21, it says, "Woe unto thee who call evil good, and who call good evil." We have some people who call evil good, and good they call evil. Let me put it the other way around. We have some people who tell you, "Watenge, we know you're a kind man. Don't pay evil for evil." What I saw in 2025 had 365 days. 2026 has 365 days. The night has 12 hours. The day has 12 hours. The 12 hours of my darkness night was in 2025. 2026 is my day of, just like 2025 was my midnight, 2026 is my noon. I just want to assure people, as much Christian as I am, I never went to a seminary. I never went to a Bible school. I am trained in Kiganjo, both junior and senior training wings. I am trained in GSU training school at the junior training wing. I am trained at CID and Special Branch Academy, both in the junior training wing and senior training wing. I can just tell you that apart from GSU, where I was only trained in the junior training wing, other police academies have been trained in both junior and senior training. I get it, and personally I can tell you, I get provoked when somebody tells me, "Oh, forgive them, eh? You are a good man, those are bad men." Hey, this year I'll be good to good people, and I'll be bad to bad people. I just want to tell those people who wronged me in 2026 that if I will not get you, it is because I'll be unable to get you legally. You used the illegal means, but me, I'll use the legal means. And if anybody can prove, wachana na hii ujinga watu wanasema, "Oh, you are a good man, you are kind-hearted." Don't you see, even since they had a bad, they had a ill will, that is why they did not succeed. Just leave them so that it is seen as, that is, by the fact that they failed, that is punishment enough. No. Here, get somebody who went to a seminary, teach him that. Remind him that. But my friend, if you wronged me without provocation, if you repaid me and repaid in excess, then I will apologize and I will withdraw whatever means I'm going to take. Yeah. But most of them, if not all of them, imagine somebody wronging you. Okay. I am that type of a person you are describing. Yes, ati mtu mpole sijui, harmless sijui nini. Yes, I'm that type. And I have gone to an extent of twice or thrice. Within 6 months, hakuna mtu. If you know anybody whom I'm going to hit, na amenikosea, I said the first time, kama mimi nilikuwa nimemkosea mbeleni, hata chembe kidogo, na akarudi akalipisha tons and tons of punishment, then I will forgive him, I will move over. But unakuta mtu mwingine anakuchokoza for 6 months, unamwambia tuachana, tutasema anasema nini? Ulikuwaga mkubwa wa polisi, umeenda, mambo yako imeenda nini? I used to be a big police officer, but I have a consciousness. If I have wronged you na ukafanya mambo maku, imagine my viewer, last year in March I was supposed to be fed on poison, na kamjinga kengine huko nyumbani kana hey, amepewa cabbage iko na sumu. Kwanza hako ndio nitaendea mwisho, hako ndio nitaendea mwisho. You see, if you have a forest and you have a tree in the middle of the forest, hizi miti zingine zinazuianga kwa ajili ya weather, upepo mingi, sijui nini nini, but when you cut all the trees around, ako kamjinga ndio nitakaendea mwisho, and not in 2027, 2026. Yeah, ulienda hey, unaongea kwa social media eh. Do you know that I can ring huko kwa DCI na kesho upelekwe industrial remand? Well, some of the payment, of course, God has paid, because on 3rd December, last year was not my year, this was my year, but on 3rd December, the main, what we call the captain of the team was convicted in Milimani law courts. She's now a convicted criminal. She's now a convicted criminal. It does not matter whether you went to jail. It does not matter. Let me tell you one thing. You can spend 3 years in remand home but win the cases, so you are just clean. But pahali ambapo unaambiwa 2 things. 1, kuja kwa mitigation, and then after mitigation you are found guilty. You can be found guilty in 3 ways. You can be found guilty and released. You can be found guilty and fined, and you can be found guilty and jailed. All those 3, so long as the judicial officer, the judge or the magistrate, convicts you and says you have been found guilty, you are already convicted criminal. The captain of the whole thing, God paid for me without me participating. But we don't leave everything to God. Sometimes God leads you and you take the other. Na hao wengine ninaenda. If I have the freedom to tell you, around 4 of them, mambo yao sio nzuri. I mean, not 4 of them, around 40% of them, mambo yao sio. Halafu nakuja unapata watu wananiambia, a lot of people, oh, forgive the Madam OCS, you know, she's a niece. She's a niece to Bungei. Bungei is Bungei. Somebody even mentioned Bungei. Yeah, a relative of Major General. You see, Major General used to love Bungei. Na sasa unataka kupanish mtu wa Bungei. And Major General, when he came to the police, na akatoka kwa police, among the people he really felt they were very good wa Bungei. Bungei hajanikosea. And if Madam ana mess with her station, Bungei has played his part. Lakini mimi nitanini. I can only assure you that yule ambaye sita wanasema nini kwa mwanaume, finya kabisa. The one whom I'll be unable to do that is the one that I'll be unable to do that. Yeah. The one that I'll be unable to do that is the one that I'll be unable, but I'll try. That is, but anybody who wronged me in 2027, if he or she publicly calls me and apologizes, the damage that I've done so far will remain. For example, and that is the only point I wanted to say today. For example, I have written a letter complaining about somebody, a police officer. This is how the police goes. The letter will be placed in his personal file. Na kuna kamjinga kengine kutoka kwa nyumbani. Very stupid. Yeah. They sold their land to Chinese. Walikona professor in the US wanamnunulia shamba. Anyway, that is that. And then he comes and talks. He is 30 years old. na 30 years old, suppose he retires and when he's 60 years, for the next 30 years akienda atakuwa naulizwa, we ni mjinga gani, mbona hukuita huyu mzee, you stop him from writing this, because the letter that is going to his file, the letter that is going to this file will be there, even if it only needs for me to take it to the police headquarters, wapige mhuri waseme received. The letter will never leave his personal file, because even if I give that letter and it is stamped, and then 5 minutes later I come and withdraw my complaint, it will be that that letter will still be there, so that in the future any boss, any place he wants to go for transfer or anything, they'll be just asking him. The only thing that can save him, if that letter I've written, is for him to say that everything I've said is malicious and false. It is malicious and false. If he can prove that it is malicious and false, then it can work for him. Because if it works for him, it will indicate that it is a malicious relative from home. But I know vitu umeandika kwa Facebook, vitu umeandika kwa WhatsApp group, Lwandeti development, imekuwa screen saved. So things happen. You can win, as I said, those who will succeed in the, if we debate and they win the case, it's okay. But I know the percentage of my winning, and that is why I'm this confident. 2, even if today, even if it is 5 minutes after I had handed over the letter, even if I write and the letters have got to be 2. I can write on my own that I've forgiven him, which will make the police investigate me. Why did you do that? Or we can write a joint letter, me and him, saying that we have sorted out the thing. But irrespective of whatever will be the letter, sijui 844, during our time we used to be told, kama unajua mtu anataka kukuandikia barua, before he does that. But anyway, viewers, mine is just to assure people that they enjoyed 2025 here. I will enjoy 2026. May the best person win. And in that case, I think the main person is the one who goes by the truth. Just like the book of Isaiah has castigated those people. Thank you.